Meghan boiling as Princess Beatrice teased her at Spotify's office. Grifter with no talent. Spotify executive Bill Simmons harshly criticised Harry and Meghan as grifters for producing only 12 episodes, despite their lucrative £18 million multi-year deal with the streaming giant. However, terminating their contract hasn't deterred Spotify from associating with members of the royal family. Harry's cousin Beatrice seems to be forging a quieter partnership with the company, possibly to avoid overshadowing Montecito's jam makers. Daily Mail reveals that Beatrice recently attended an industry event at Spotify's London office. There, she led a discussion on the future of technology, accompanied by former Warner Bros. Discovery chief Priya Dogra and Sakshi Mittal, the founder of science-based meal delivery service Foodhak. Since 2017, she's been vice president of partnerships and strategy at US software and data firm Affinity. She's also a director of a company called By EQ, which she set up in 2022 under the unassuming name Beatrice York. Last year, Harry and Meghan's Spotify contract, signed in 2020 after they moved to America, was cancelled following one season of Meghan's Archetypes podcast, after they reportedly failed to meet productivity benchmarks. Addressing the end of the deal, United Talent Agency CEO Jeremy Zimmer said, "Turns out Meghan Markle was not a great audio talent, or necessarily any kind of talent." Princess Beatrice may not have the educational background that many of us would think of as preparation for whatever her role is, but she has a university education, and with the access doubtless eased by a position as a member of the royal family, she's likely to have gained valuable experience. In the meanwhile, Meghan Markle hadn't graduated from a university and has no professional ethics. Someone from Spotify mentioned a constantly annoying staff with last-minute calls, telling them to re-edit things, and she's proven how unprofessional, untalented she is time and time again. Sources claim that she had a list of very high-profile guests scheduled to participate in a new podcast. Probably a bunch of people I've never heard of. Maybe some of 50 people she sent spilled jam. Meghan has all the time, money and resources to make content, but somehow fails to deliver. We've seen this before. It took her forever to get the Stereotypes podcast out, despite having nearly 30 producers to help. She doesn't have a regular 9 to 5. She has nannies, cooks, gardeners, housekeepers and drivers to run things for her. She really must spend all day moping, whining and looking up herself online. Today, Lemonada announced Meghan's new podcast pushes back 2025. So, only 2 months after signing with Lemonada, it's already over. Relaunching Spotify episodes in 2025 makes no sense. Who listens to 3 to 4-year-old podcasts? We all know Madam's not going to make any new ones. An own goal, again. Had Lemonada issued the Spotify episodes right away, they'd at least have generated a bit of interest, and thus money. Now it's just another zero, as certainly Meghan's deal with Lemonada is pay-per-view. As always, Madam lost interest onto the next rebrand, ARO, and there might be filming which Meghan loves, but is anything sold? If Netflix has bought it, why is Madam love-bombing Miss Paramount?